G'day viewers, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and today's video finds us down in the Mekong Delta at a place called Chau Doc. Yesterday we were lucky enough to meet this lovely lady who was offered to take us for a ride on her sampan, show us how many of the locals earn a living, visit the floating fish farms that this area is known for and see how they live. I think this will be a fantastic experience, seeing the early morning workings of Vietnam. So let's jump on board and go and check it out.
Don't wait up, I've been working hard every day, living dreams for a pay stub. Yeah, straight up. 5 years later, like I said, I would make it on my way up. It's all love, coming from the nation, made a foundation, true stuff. Yeah, too tough, we ain't giving up on our dreams, everything is ahead of us. Stay true to your path, it's not where you start, it's all where you're at. It's where you end up when your back's to the mat. Do you cripple or flat or get up off your back? Deliver these facts to see them react. The stadium's packed, they all gonna snap. The motivated attract, the escalated attack. The frustrated hit back, yeah we move fast. I wanna change everything.
Before we get too far into the video, I did have a technical glitch with the audio during shooting, so I've had to voice over the top, which means the lips do not exactly match what was said.
If you ain't working, I don't understand what's happening. There's not enough time just to be imagining. You gotta take some action towards practicing. I know it's not easy, but you gotta get out there, make your own meaning. Can't afford to have doubts, they'll interrupt dreaming. I just wanna look out there, the crowd all screaming. I wanna change everything. I swear I'll do anything just to be where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop till I'm free. Take me away to a much better place. Yeah, we could run away. Yeah, we could go today. Just take me away where we all feel the same. Where we all feel okay. Where we all feel no pain. Yeah, I don't wanna stay down no more. Hit me with the pain and the stab as I grow. Turn up the mic gain as I grab what I know. I want the right fame just to pass you my flow. I wanna teach the masses like classes, just out of practice. So maybe you could pass this class called life. We live then we die, so we might as well try. Not only get by before you're in the sky. I've been running long enough, think it's time now for me to face it all. Every second going by, I'm losing time now. It's time to take it on. I'm okay, yeah, I'm okay, yeah. There's no pain, yeah, there's no pain, yeah. I'm okay, I'm okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been running long enough, think it's time now for me to face it all. Every second going by, I'm losing time now. It's time to take it on. I've been running long enough, think it's time now for me to face it all. Every second going by, I'm losing time now. It's time to take it on. Verse, back to the curse, hit me where it hurts. Everyone's the worst, I only got myself, I don't need any help.
Alrighty, our guide has arranged a visit for us to this fish farm. It's great, that's the sort of thing that I really like to do. I like to get up there and experience that sort of thing, see what goes on. Without too much more messing around, let's jump on board and have a look. Let's go.
I slur at first, then work reverse. Now I talk with intent, I talk to defend, I talk to the world and I meant what I said. I talk and I blend, a speech from a friend. It's not about the life, it's what you do before it ends. I've been running long enough, think it's time now for me to face it all.
It blew me away to see how many fish are in these pens. They get fed once a day in the morning, and they sustain themselves for the rest of the day in the nutrients that flow down through river water, or if people like Lee and I come along and flick them a few pellets. They can feed them on commercially available pellets, but that's pretty expensive. What they tend to do is get the leftover rice husks, mix a bit of meal in with it, and some dead fish and whatnot, and turn them into pellets themselves. Here's a model of what the fish farms look like. Essentially they're a floating structure with a timber frame underneath, which is all netted in to stop the fish from getting away. Pretty simple, really. The people around these fish farms were all pretty friendly. They all had a bit of a wave for us as we went past, which was great. Whilst having a bit of a look around the fish farms, one thing that I really did enjoy was seeing the traditional way of life here. Throwing nets to catch fish, bathing in the river, just running around with oars instead of a petrol or electric motors. It's just a very simple lifestyle, slow paced, hard yakka, yep, but everyone seemed pretty happy. I really enjoyed it. I take my hat off to them. I still haven't worked out how they were able to row with just one oar. I can't get my head around the motion for it, but I'm sure if I put my mind to it, I'd be able to work it out. farms stretch for about 1.5 kilometres up the river. After that they give way to just plain corrugated iron. They do exactly the same thing, just not as nice to look at. Where these corrugated iron ones is about where we turn the sampan around and headed back towards the dock. On the way we stopped in at another fish farm, which is where this lady's husband worked. The workers stay on these floating fish farms for weeks and weeks at a time, 24 hours a day. She was saying it's been 6 weeks since she'd seen her husband, so she was pretty happy to get on there and say g'day. Back to the dock, we bumped into the lady's brother. He was out there doing some net fishing. He'd caught some small fish and whatnot. I had to keep my eye on Lee because she wanted to eat them. But, yeah. See here, they are very, very small fish, but I guess if you grind them up, they're all nice and tasty. Lee spied the giant bassa statue on the foreshore, which is one of the species of fish that they grow here. That concludes our tour of Chau Dock Floating Fish Farms. I must say, that was really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Getting out amongst it. That's the sort of experience that I really like to do. It was awesome. Until the next one, bye for now.